congratulations to Mike the Caveman, who kicked some serious ass.
The New World Kickboxing Association Bantamweight, New York State Bantamweight champion.
That is cool, Mike. I mean, now, so you're the champion of New York?
That's right. I'm the first ever. I'm the inaugural New York State Bantamweight WKA champion.
That is crazy, man.
The belt is bigger than him.
It's a pretty solid belt, not gonna lie.
Was it? Now, I heard it was a knockout.
It was second round TKO. 46 seconds to the second round. 18 consecutive unanswered strikes, and
unanswered strikes. What are you, like the Bionic Man? I mean, you RoboCop or something like that.
Threw a lot of strikes to the head. He wasn't really doing anything about them. I was threatening a choke at the same time, and he didn't go anywhere. So
now, I heard he was a cocky mother effer. Okay, I heard
there was one comment when the fight was first announced, and one of his friends decided to say, "Oh, it's not going to be another grappling match in the cage," because as we all know, my original debut, I was supposed to have a fight on March 15th on NYFE3. And then what happened was my opponent backed out 10 days out, so I ended up having to have a grappling match. I couldn't find me an opponent in time. So it wasn't that I didn't fight because I didn't want to fight, or I only do grappling matches, but his friend decided to be a smart guy, and he responded, "Yo, no, I don't do grappling matches in cages, bro." Yet, the second I laid a hand on him, he reverted right back to wrestling, and he was right back to grappling in cages, so I don't know.
I think the belt speaks for itself.
You know what? I think you should knock the crap out of his friend, too.
Nah, at this point, I'm past that. And right now, there are 4 champions at NYFE. Every single one of them belongs to a Long Island MMA guy. So, Scotty at 145, Eric Ott at 185, Hugh McKenna at 170, and myself at 135.
That is crazy, man.
It speaks to steel sharpening steel. So,
Long Island MMA won 5 of the 6 matches that night,
and we actually had 4 more winners. We had 3 kickboxing and 1 boxing winner that night over on Gladiator promotion. So we actually went 9-1 that night.
How cool is that, man?
Yeah.
That's really cool stuff. Now the gym that you practice at, you with Ryan McFlair, you with all those guys, right?
Yeah, Ryan LaFlair, Dan Bermudez, head coach Greg DiPasquale.
So you got some heavy hitters. You got champions in that gym altogether.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's no joke gym. You got up and comers. Ring combat champion Chris Wade. You got a lot of.
What you do now? I'm not telling you empty out your secrets over here, but you just give us like a without giving you secrets. How did you prepare for this fight? And did you size up the guy? Did you follow him? Like back in the day, the boxers used to watch videotapes and see how they throw punches, like Absolutely. Sugar Ray Leonard, all those guys.
Yep, heading into this fight, I happened to be at his last 2 fights, both NYFE events, the events run by Mike Washington, Tom Sconzo, and I ended up watching, I got the opportunity to see both of his fights, his most recent fights live. He came across as someone who likes to wrestle, someone who likes to throw hands wild. Again, he didn't throw a single hand after I hit.
So he's more of a grappler. He's not.
Absolutely, yeah. No, he's more of a grappler as well. He had some decent back control. He had the first round, but he was trying to throw some strikes that weren't really doing any damage. I was defending them.
Do you consider yourself more of a street fighter?
No.
What would you define yourself? Because grappling, I think like wrestling.
Of course,
I'm
pretty.
I mean, I seen some of your videos that that Mr. Henry K. Pops sent over to me, and dude, I mean these body slams. It's like it reminds me of Shamrock back in the day. The way you fight.
You fighting, yeah.
You got a little Ken Shamrock thing happening there.
I can definitely appreciate that. Ken Shamrock was one of my idols growing up and everything, so I can appreciate that reference. Definitely have a little bit of wrestling background. Wrestled for a while, judo background, Japanese jiu-jitsu. I've been doing, at Long Island MMA for a long time now. I've been doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, a little boxing.
Like the Gracies.
So a little bit of everything, exactly. Yeah, Brazilian jiu-jitsu comes from the Gracies. Been doing a little bit of everything, so trying to keep myself very well-rounded,
Do you scientifically dissect the styles and combine them together? Because I know you're a fanatic like that, and you like like the Matrix system here. You know, not the Matrix a movie, but the Matrix like in school.
No, I understand.
You know, pi versus square. I don't know, whatever the crap is.
I wouldn't say that I personally do the dissecting. I have amazing coaches, like I said, Greg DiPasquale, Ryan LaFleur, Anthony D'Angelo.
Who did you train? Who actually worked with you?
My head coach is Greg DiPasquale. You know, I had another of my cornermen, Brian Michelino, great guy over at Long Island May. Those were my two cornermen for this fight. Ryan wasn't in town. You're only allowed two cornermen, so a couple of other guys that were training me, helping me out a lot for this fight.
But you got some crazy sons of bitches on your side. I mean, come on. I mean,
were it to be, I'm talking about the street fight. Were it to be a brawl and you put anybody from our gym against, it was like gym versus gym, it really wouldn't end well for me at all.
All right, so you got this belt that's freaking awesome. So now, again, your title, you are the middleweight, or
I am the official first ever inaugural. So it's WKA, the World Kickboxing Association's New York State Bantamweight champion, so 135.
Wow, that is freaking. That's New York State.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
That is big. Okay, now obviously you're going to be fighting again because you got to defend the title.
Exactly.
And who is the next victim?
That's a very good question. I actually don't know. We're 3 days out of the event, so it just happened. Mike and Tom, they have some really good 135ers lined up. Unfortunately, a couple of the really good 35ers are on my team too. So, Taekwondo Nimaya, he had a really awesome performance as well.
Right.
I'm not gonna be fighting him. So, it really depends on who they have lined up. They have an event lined up for September. They're debating on the dates, I think, between the 20th or something like that. Obviously, I'll keep you posted when it gets closer. But so that's their next event. It's NYFE3, and when that one goes down, odds are, everything. Everything goes together in terms of health and everything. Full camp, and I'll be on that card defending this belt. So.
All right, good stuff. Do you think he's going to actually do it again after he was in back?
He's a tough kid. He's going to fight again. There's no doubt about it.
Did you have a song like when you come out?
Yeah.
What kind of song? What song?
Actually, I do have a walkout song. My
Lady Gaga?
No. It's a custom song. Mike the Caveman. My good friend Kim Ross, her brother Jake. He's an awesome rapper.
Really?
Yeah, he sounds like a young Eminem. We really need to get.
Really? Plain or peanuts?
We need to get him on here when he comes up. He lives down in North Carolina, so.
Okay.
When he's in New York, you need to have him on. He's really good.
We can play the Caveman song.
I am the Caveman.
That was not.
Henry, don't ever do that again.